Hey everyone, it's Michael. I hope you're doing well today, and I have a video here to talk about a 1947 Western starring John Wayne, one of his earliest movies. I'd never seen this before. It's an hour and 40 minutes long, and it's called Angel and the Badman. But like not bad space man, as in two words, it's Badman. Almost like Batman, but with a D. I had never seen this before. I have a collection of like 20 classic Westerns, supposedly. And maybe it is, maybe it's not, but it's like a Mill Creek set. And I've had it for years. We're talking like 6 or 7 years at this point. And I just wanted to crack it open. I had tried a couple other films on the set, like Neath the Arizona Sky, which is another John Wayne one. Did not like it, took it out immediately. But anyway, Angel and the Badman, I was looking forward to. I had heard that it was like a great classic Western. And it has a decent setup, but I gotta be honest with you, by the end of this movie, and even like really like the first 30 minutes of the film, I was just not into this. And I don't think it was a mood issue. I think I just don't think this movie's that great, to be honest. Maybe it was great for its day, and that's fine if people feel like that's the case, but I was not in love with this. I am just not impressed with this all that much. It has its moments. It's kind of more of a romance movie than anything. It's not like your typical like Western with a lot of shootout and action stuff. There are moments of that, but it's super quick. It just comes and goes super quick. Essentially, the film starts off, John Wayne is actually a bad man, as the title says, and he gets shot and wounded, and he actually gets nursed back to health by a family who picked him up on the side of the road. It was a father, a mother, a daughter who's older, not as old as John Wayne seems to be here, but, you know, older, probably like 20, 19, something like that. And then they have a younger son that's probably like 10. And this family of four are, you know, Christians. I think they're Amish, but I don't think they're Amish either. She's not wearing like a bonnet and shit. Neither is the mom. But I think they're just Christians. And essentially, the movie is all about how love can conquer the worst of hearts, in this case, John Wayne's heart. And when he finally kind of gets nursed up after a few days, he doesn't even remember like where he is or like what happened or anything, or at least he says so. I never really got the full gist on whether he really didn't know and was just playing dumb. I couldn't figure it out, to be honest with you, because it's an older film. They don't always care enough about that. And I feel like that's just the case here, no matter what anybody tells me. Anyway, so John Wayne is also being pursued by people who originally were the ones who shot him, but other people too. His reputation goes before him all the time about how he handled things back in the day, how he was very much a man who lived by the sword, or the gun, in this case. And I like John Wayne. I'm a fan of him. I think just in general, he's an awesome dude. I would have loved to have met him in real life. You hear behind-the-scenes stories, people hated his guts, but he was badass as fuck, man. He was just a cool dude to have play like cowboy roles and army roles and stuff. I think this is the earliest film I saw him in, but I'm pretty sure Neath the Arizona Skies is supposed to be before this, but I could be wrong. But I didn't like that one at all. At least this one, I have things about it I enjoy. So this film's locations and stuff are really nice. I like the family that John Wayne is staying with. All of them, even down to the little kid, are not annoying. They all fit really well in here. And there's some good moments of tension, having to deal with like the people pursuing after John Wayne, especially when they find out where he's at, when he's staying with his family, still trying to get better. But it's really a focus about the romance and the blooming love from the get-go of John Wayne seeing this daughter once he kind of wakes up. But she was like listening to him when he slept and trying to hear if he had a wife and stuff because she was so into him. It's got nice romantic gestures about it. And yet at the same time, a lot of it is John Wayne being a little bit older than her and kind of pulling her like yo-yo type of relationship. And it just, I don't know. It doesn't land for me the way a lot of other John Wayne Westerns have for me. I haven't seen everything. Like, I've never seen, like, I think he's in The Shootist, right? I'm pretty sure The Shootist is regarded as, like, one of his best movies ever. I've never seen it. If I'm correct, if I'm wrong, sorry. But This is nowhere as close to any of the other ones I saw that I enjoyed more. But I like and appreciate certain moments about it. Obviously, we're in the middle of Easter weekend. God bless you. Happy Easter. Don't forget Jesus. He's amazing. But you have moments in here, of all times to be watching this, that involve John Wayne getting, from the local church that family hangs out with. He goes to one of the services one time, and because of some of the things he does with his reputation and not even really threatening people anymore in the area to get water turned back on for the area and stuff by these scumbags who own that property that the water comes from. These people from the church, especially the men, when they have a small meeting together to acknowledge him, they got him a Bible and got his name engraved on it. And the thing that was so impressive about this, he doesn't even want it. And I thought that was such an interesting choice, man, for this particular guy who's slowly making his way to being a better man and being a good guy on top of that. I was so impressed with parts of this movie like that and certain moments within the romance. And yet, the tension shootout stuff, I feel really needed to be there more. Not because it's a Western, but because for the sake of the story and some of the things that happen by the end. There was stunt work in this movie, by the way, that was insanely dangerous. There was one scene, one dude, fell off a horse. I'm surprised the horse did not crush him. But then another guy was running up on a horse, and he literally missed this dude by a half a foot. This dude was so close to being trampled to death by this, 1,000-pound monstrosity, however much horses weigh. Dude, horses are scary as hell, but some of the stunts they did in this movie were wild to me that people didn't get killed. A wagon falling off a cliff at one point, you could have totally been crushed. You could have been decapitated or some shit from that. It's really impressive the kind of recklessness movies used to make themselves with. But that's what you get here as a good dose of things. But outside of that, I'm just not in love with the film. It's fine. It's really, really fine. It's probably better than what I'm making it out to be, especially if you're a John Wayne fan or a classic movie fan. But to me, this doesn't even feel like the John Wayne we all know and love that much as time went on. The kind of John Wayne that Family Guy made fun of saying the word pilgrim over and over again. It's not even that. You know what I mean? But anyway, Angel and the Badman, it's not a bad film. It's fine. It's kind of underneath average in my opinion, but it's probably way above average for the time it came out, to be honest. It's cool. It's got its moments. I just don't love it. I'd love to hear what you all have to say about it down below if you're a fan of it, though, especially you big Western fans out there or bigger fans than me. But yeah, let me know everything you think. God bless you guys. Happy Easter once again. Catch you later, and goodbye.